I get to get cozy with you on the couch.
Oh my
I've been
God,
waiting for...
by the way, I was wondering about this. It's so funny because I was just talking yesterday to my kid's aunt, and her husband have to go to the airport separately because she is obsessed with being early. And he literally, like, gets on when the gate is closing.
I'm like him.
Okay, so now they just are like, we'll meet each other there, and if you make it, great. And if you don't, well, that's that. And that's how they dealt with it in their relationship.
It's a pretty impressive compromise, I would say, for your friends to, like, arrive at that and have that be okay. Good for them.
They've been married for, like, 25 years, and that's how they make it work. Right. What do you do when you go to the airport?
How do you mean? Like,
I heard if the flight's at noon, you basically leave your house at, like, 11.
I will get there, like, I aim to get there an hour before the flight. That's my aim.
Okay, well then...
So that if I'm 15 minutes late, I can still check my bags and get on the plane. I don't know, I just don't love to wait around. Sorry, Dougie.
Do you have any time management issues? Do you get to places on time?
To me, 5 minutes early is on time.
Oh.
On time is late, and late is unacceptable. But I was late for, like, I'm rehearsing a play right now, and, like...
With Shailene Woodley.
With Shailene, who says hi. I was just with her right before I came here.
Oh, I love her so much.
She is so wonderful.
Yay, that beautiful picture of her.
And she is never done a play before, and this is her first play, and to watch how she has immersed herself in this experience so seamlessly and so generously and curiously, and I really love her. And anyway, I was late today, and I hate being late, but by 5 minutes, it's like I have the dogs in the morning, I've got my routine, I got to get out of the house, I got to get to the train. And so sometimes, my time management is like I wake up with the best intentions, and then the morning just gets a little bit away. But I really try never to be more than 7 minutes late for anything.
And yeah, I'm on a time management kick right now. And
what does that look like for you? But I don't have kids, so that makes time management a lot easier.
It does.
For me.
It does, because this morning we're always like 3 minutes late to school.
Yeah, of course.
I'm so sorry. You all know that those affected by understand. And we wake up at 6:30 to be at school by 8 o'clock. So that's an hour and a half, and it's a struggle. It's really hard. They want to eat something at the last second. Their shoes won't.
Missing a sock. Yeah, I'm sure.
The chaos. I'm like, how are we not doing this in 90 minutes? I've got alarms set everywhere. It's hard.
I understand. I mean, I couldn't imagine the variable of kids in the routine.
But
so
I didn't have kids my whole life, and I've had this issue my whole life. But I'm working on it.
Good.
What's your tip to get somewhere 5 minutes early? If 5 minutes early is on time, and most of the people that I respect feel the same way.
I was instilled with this thing when I was a kid. My mom used to do this thing where it would be like 6:45, and she'd be like, Zachary, it's 7 o'clock. And I'd be like, no, it's 6:45, literally. So she always rounded up, and she always set the clocks ahead.
By a few minutes.
By a few minutes, but sometimes it would creep into like 12 minutes ahead. And so she would be yelling that it's 7 o'clock, and I would look at my thing, and it would be like, it's literally 6:45, calm down. Do you know what I mean? So I think I was instilled with this sense of urgency that was born out of my mother's unexamined anxiety and neuroses, which I've done a lot of work in my own life to try to unravel.
What was your childhood like, out of curiosity?
My childhood was very...
Other than your mom, which I got a glimpse into.
Yeah. I had a childhood that was... My father died when I was 7. And so that was an event that, singularly and irrevocably defined my family. They just showed a picture of me in high school in Godspell.
In fact, we have like 3 pictures.
Do you really?
Yeah, I was looking at them earlier. There you are. We contacted your high school, and they sent us these. They sent us this video, and and they sent us 3 different images. There you are.
Oh my God.
Was that a place where? Look at you in that wig. Look at that wig. How cool is this?
That is me as John Adams in 1776.
I love you are in it. You are finger pointing. You are making a point. Okay, there is a show that I've been watching, Brilliant Minds, that you're in now. And this is...
Thank you.
I I didn't know this while I was watching it, but is it true that it is the first openly gay character to lead a network show in the medical procedural space?
Yeah. I mean, it's the first time that a lead doctor on a medical drama on a primetime network show. I think the thing for me that is so significant about that is that it's not significant at all. Actually, it's not significant to the character. It's an aspect of who the character is, but that they've been able to, and that NBC was really open to and invested in this story and the value of this story in our contemporary culture and the conversations that are happening today in the society. That's the thing that means so much to me, is that, the role that I play is actually based on a real life person, Dr. Oliver Sacks, who lived and worked primarily in the mid 20th century and who was a gay man himself and who was celibate for 35 years of his life. And when I found that out, I was like, why? Like, what? Why? If you're not somehow called to the clergy or, living a life that restricts that, why would you ever make a choice like that? And then the more I learned about him and the more I read about him and the more that I observed why someone would make that decision, it became clear to me that it was because he didn't feel he could be authentically himself and be afforded the same opportunities in his field of medicine that he knew he was designed to change the field of medicine, which he did. And I think the tragedy of his life was that he felt like if he brought that part of himself into his work, he would have been denied those opportunities. And so for me to be in this situation now, a generation later, and to be an openly gay man who's leading this show and who's telling this story, to me, it's such an opportunity to honor the original man himself, Oliver Sacks, and to say, how grateful I am that I don't have to cut that part of myself off in order to enjoy a life of fulfillment and success.
That is so amazing, and you're right. I was watching the show, and I wasn't aware of that aspect.
Yeah.
And I thought, that is incredible. It's just threaded perfectly, hearing the context of Oliver Sacks's life and history. Having to hide any part of yourself, no matter what it is a recipe for pain that I don't want anyone to have to go through. Mm-hmm. And I really don't.
I agree.
We do have to take a quick break. And when we come back, we have so much more with the amazing Zachary Quinto.